Hello, this is Lisa from Happy Stamp, and today we are going to be making this easel, post-it note easel holder. I got these pens at the Dollar Tree, or $1.25 Tree it is now. I think I just got these at Walmart. Oh, there's the other one I was looking for. All right, so they just go right in there like that, and then it stands right there on your desk, just like that. This is the one that I had made a couple of years ago. It folds flat like that too. But I think this one takes a 12 by 12 sheet of paper. It's on my YouTube list if you want to look that one up. All right, I'm using the Scary Cute stamp set for the greeting. And that's all I'm using as far as stamp sets. I'm using the Gingham Cottage Designer Series paper. That's in the main catalog. And then here are all the pieces that I'm using. So you need a piece of basic black, and this measures 4 1/4 by 11, and we're going to score that at 5 1/2. You need a piece of basic black that's 3 by 4, a piece of basic black that is 4 1/2 by 5 1/2, a scrap for the witch's hat, band, and stars, and then a piece of basic white that is 7/8 by 1 3/4. The Designer Series paper is 4 by 5 1/4 and 2 1/4 by 3 1/4. All right, so let's get these out of the way for the moment. I'm going to bring in my Simply Scored. And it looks like I lost my scoring tool somewhere or another, so we will use... I guess we'll use my bone folder, wherever that is. I have no idea. All right. All right, so this needs to be scored at 5 1/2. The piece that is 4 1/2 by 5 1/2, on the 5 1/2 inch side, we are going to score at 1/2 inch. 2 1/2, 3, and 5. All right, and then on the 3 by 4 piece, on the 4 inch side, we are going to score at 1/2 inch, 2, and 3 1/2. All right, and I think that is all the scoring that we are doing. So we will take this piece that is the base, and we're just going to score that in half so that it lays flat. Let's just go ahead and put our piece of Designer Series paper on here. And that's just going to go right on the front here, making sure you have an even border on all the sides. All right. Then I'm going to take the piece that is 3 by 4, and let's see, we are going to half, and that's going to get folded in half, and then each of the 1/2 inch score lines are going to get folded up so that it looks like this. That is what's going to make your easel on the inside so that it stands up and doesn't fall down all the time. let's use my Stampin' Seal Plus here. Put that on each side. All right, then we're going to fold it in half. We're just going to eyeball it in the center here. And I'm probably just going up from the edge only about 1/16 of an inch, not very far at all. I'm not putting it right at the edge. All right, and then we'll fold that flat. And then that will make your easel so that it stands up, just like that. Okay. All right, now let's make your little pocket. All right, I know that I am not doing this correctly for some reason. I think let me see here. Because we're making a little pocket out of this. So I know we have to have, I have this is the one that we don't need. All right. So let me get another piece here. So disregard that. Let me get another piece of basic black here. I had this at my class and I'm like, there's something wrong here. And I couldn't figure out what it is. So I'm going to have to redo my template here. So we need a piece of base. Sorry, I'm looking outside at the window. We need a piece of basic black here, and this measures 4.5 by 5.5. All right, so hold on one second, I have to open the door. All right, so this is 4.5 by 5.5. Now let me see. So on the 5.5 inch side, we are going to score it at 2.5 and 3. So 2.5 and 3. And then you're going to turn it on the 4.5 inch side and score it at 1/2 inch and 4. That's what it is. All right. Like, what am I doing wrong here? That's what it is. Okay, so let me fix this here. So on the 4.5, on the 5.5 inch side, you just do 2.5 and 3. And on the 4.5 inch side, you do 1/2 inch and 4, or 1/2 inch on either side. All right. Okay, that's what it should look like. All right, so all right, so we're burnishing on all of the score lines, and then we are going to take our scissors, and you can either cut this out or you can leave it in. Either way works. It doesn't matter. Okay, so if you leave it in, it's just going to fold up like this. And if you cut it out, this just won't be there. So it doesn't matter either way. And I don't know where my tear and tape is right at the moment. So I'm just going to use my liquid glue. So I'll put a little liquid glue right here and here. So, and here and here. All right. So we are going to put this side in first and then fold that on top. And then the same thing, we are going to put this side in first. So a little flat first, then the side with the glue, and then this side. All right. And then I'm just going to take my bone folder and I'm just going to give it a little wiggle right there so we get it down. All right, so you want to make sure that the piece with the flaps is on the back, and you probably should have put your designer series paper on before you put your box together, but that's okay. So that just goes right here, right on the front. And then you can take your bone folder again and then just give it a press. And then this can also, I would probably use tear and tape on this as well, but the liquid glue will be fine. We'll just put a lot on there. And then we're going to lay this flat. And we probably have about 1/2 inch to 3/8 of an inch on these three sides right here. And again, I will take my bone folder and I'm going to just give it a good smush. Right? All right, so now let's take our sentiment and our memento, and let's see, I'm going to say boo and scary on, but you could use any one that you want. Let's see, I'll get a block here. All right, so actually I find it easier to use a bigger piece of design of basic white. So which way do I want to stamp this on? Which end? Where is my... right over here. All right, so I'm going to stamp it towards the flat end over here. Make sure I have, since I waited so long to stamp it. Because I'm going to use the banner Pick-a-Punch, and it will be easier to banner the end with a longer piece of white. So we're going to put that in the middle, and I'm going to have to cut it off just a little bit more, I think. And you can always do this with a Post-it note. Put a Post-it note on the end for a handle, which is probably what I'm going to have to do anyway after I did all of that. So I'm just going to take a Post-it note, put the sticky end down here, and we're going to feed it right in there. And then we're going to turn it over we're going to make sure that we have even amount on either side and give it a punch. And we're going to need to do it probably a couple of times just to make sure. So you could cut it off. That's good. I could probably do it one more time, but I think that's good. All right. So then take that off, and that's going to go over here. But first, we're going to take a piece of basic black and the hat builder punch, and we are going to punch out all of the little pieces there. So I have the hat and I have 3 stars. Okay, now I'm just going to disregard this because that's too hard to cover. I don't know if you noticed on here, but we have a little bit of shimmery band on here. So what I did is I took our washi tape and put it, as soon as I find the end here, here it is. All right, so I'm going to take a couple of pieces of this washi tape and put it on a piece of basic black. I think 2 worked. And line them up side by side. All right. And then we're going to take the builder punch. Let's make sure we got it all nice and flat. And we're just going to cut out the band. All right. And then we can put that right on there. So we'll take a little bit of glue. And that's going to go right here. Like that. Then I'm going to take just a dab and I'm going to take your pick tool with the putty end, and I'm going to put the biggest of the 3 stars right there. All right, and then I'm going to take some black dimensionals. I'm going to put that on the back of the hat. Maybe one more. All right, and then let's put that on here. All right, just like that. Then we will take some stamp and seal, just the regular one this time, and we are going to put that right to the edge of the paper. All right, just like that. And then we'll take the other 2 stars and we'll just put a couple of stars, one here and one there. just like that. All right. Oh, where did my star go? It came off somewhere. There it is. Maybe that might need a glue dot instead of just the glue. All right, so there is the easel, Post-it note and pen holder. Just put your Post-it notes in there, put your pen over there, and that stands right up on your desk. I don't have another thing of Post-it notes. I should have got two and didn't think about it. There's the other one. All right. All right, so there you go. All supplies can be purchased through my online store at happystamp.stampinup.net. Thanks for watching. Have a great day. Bye.